Welcome to Corn Cooking with Quincy, episode 2. Today we're going to be making corn chowder with some bacon. So here I have seven strips of bacon, and I'm using turkey bacon, but you can also use pork bacon. And so this is 7 strips, and I've cut it up into small pieces. And so currently I'm just waiting for some baking fat, so about maybe like a tablespoon or maybe a little less than that, just to render off, and then we can start cooking the bacon. But if you want to make a vegetarian, just don't use the bacon. Okay, so this bacon has rendered off a good amount of fat. Unfortunately, we are using turkey bacon for a healthier version, so there is not as much fat. And if you're using turkey bacon, that's okay if there's not that much fat coming. So now we're going to crank up the heat to about medium, and we're just going to let it cook to until it's crispy and cooked. But make sure to spread out the bacon so all of it is getting cooked. And yeah. Okay, so this bacon is looking nice and crispy and good. Make sure to rub the bottom so that it doesn't burn and the burn doesn't come onto your pot. And then now we are going to add a tablespoon of butter, and we'll just make that melt a little. And if you would like, you could even take some of the bacon out to put on. So that's melting, and then I'm gonna put some chopped onion in. And if you would like, you can even take some of the bacon out to put as on top later, on top of the soup. So now I've added 1 onion, and we're just going to let that cook with the bacon a little more, and the tablespoon of butter. Okay, so now the onion's about to soften. It's already softening, so I'm currently adding 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. I'm just using one from a can, but it would be better if you just use some fresh ones. And I'm just adding another teaspoon of thyme. I'm using dried, but preferred is fresh. And then we're just going to let that cook for about a minute, and then we're going to add some liquid. Okay, so now the onion and the thyme and the butter and the onions have been cooking. So now we're going to add some liquid. So I'm going to add 4 cups of chicken broth. Okay, so this is 4 cups of chicken broth. You can use vegetable broth if you want a vegetarian version, but I like chicken broth, and I don't have vegetable broth currently. And then we're going to add 3 cups of corn, frozen corn. Because this is a corn chowder, and you can use fresh, or you can use frozen. But I like using frozen. And then we're going to add some chopped diced potato. And so that is 4 russet potatoes. Well, technically it was 3 because they're ginormous. But also, 4 Yukon potatoes is preferred more than russet. So you're just going to stir this, give this a quick stir, and then we're going to turn up the heat a little, and then we're just going to get it boiling at a boiling point. And we're just going to let the potatoes cook and for the flavors to start to get stronger. So we're just going to bring it, let it come to a, bring it to a boil, and then we'll just put on the lid and yeah, let it boil. Okay, so it's been boiling for a while, and now we're going to add a third cup of half and half. So I'm going to add a third cup of half and half here. And then I'm just going to give that a stir. We just want some more liquid, and some cream is good. And then you can also use an immersion blender if you want, or you can just mash if you want to make your potatoes smaller, or you can just mash like the side of it with a fork or something like that. And then it's ready to be served. Okay, so I've made the corn chowder, and I've mashed up some of the potatoes, and now you can see some corn and some bacon, and so I'm just gonna take a bite. It's delicious. I like mine a little chunky and thick, but you can add some more chicken broth if you want. That's tasty.
I like the texture here. It's like creamy, but it's not too rich. It's just like just the right amount of corn and potatoes.
Smells good. This is good on a cold wintry night.